Let's take a look at how to answer the interview question. Tell us about a time that you made a mistake or failed at something. There are three types of interview questions: experience, self evaluation, and behavior based. Each unpack the talents of candidates in the selection process. When your interview question begins with a phrase like, tell me about a time when, you're being asked a behavior based question. Behavior based questions ask candidates to describe past behavior in terms of job performance. Typical interviews will focus on some of your past mistakes. Let's face it, everyone makes mistakes, and the interviewer wants to know how you'll handle them when they happen to you. When you answer, briefly explain the situation, what the mistake was, but don't dwell on it. Focus on your response and in your behavior, how you responded, and the outcome, what you learned. My favorite saying is, failure sucks, but instructs. You want your example of a mistake to be honest, but it's a good idea not to mention a mistake that would be critical for success in the new position. It's also a good idea to mention something that's relatively minor. Avoid mentioning any mistakes that demonstrate a flaw in your character, like a time you got in trouble for fighting at work. You might also explain the steps you took to make sure the mistake never happened again. Again, failure sucks, but instructs tells us that failure is going to happen to all of us. We don't enjoy it, and we need to make sure that we learn something and improve from it. Before the interview, look over the job description and try to think of a mistake you've made in the past that's not too closely related to the essential functions of the job. Be sure to think carefully about a positive spin that you'll use to describe your mistake. What did you learn from the error, and how will you make an ideal candidate for the position? Again, here's a balance between being honest, a real mistake that's related to the job and your past experience, but also being able to show that although the failure happened, that what you did about it is the most important or memorable part of the story you're telling. The most important strategy in answering this question is demonstrating that you've had the maturity to benefit from previous learning experience, and you're able to move on with increased wisdom and competency in your work.